that he was actually civilly liable for sexual assault.
Yeah. Okay.
Perfect representation of the vile far left.
I'll take a bath.
Here's the thing. These people aren't uninformed. They are conditioned. They deny reality outright when it conflicts with their worldview. They move goalposts constantly. When confronted with facts, they dismiss them and shift to personal attacks. They parrot party-approved narratives, not because they believe them, but because admitting they were wrong would shatter their entire identity. Where does this come from? It's the psychological mechanics of a cult. You can never criticize the leader. Trump must always be defended, even when guilty. The world is against you. Media, Democrats, deep state, AI, everything. Anyone who leaves the cult is an enemy. See how they attack those questioning Trump's corruption. This is why Brexit voters stuck with it, even when their economy collapsed, because to admit they were tricked would be too psychologically painful. This is why MAGA will support Trump even as he guts USAID, purges the military, and ignores the judiciary. Half 4, the smear campaign, destroying opponents with lies example from the logs. This dude is going to crash out all 4 years of his presidency. Peto's still crashing out how many hours now? Your wife is the one typing. Tell her to keep going. Notice how the goal is not just to argue, but to completely delegitimize the opponent. Smearing someone.
I lost the chat. Let me read it. I'll read it, what it says. It's all there. All right. Where is this? Smearing. I'll pick up from where it left off. All right, let's put you right here. All right. Smearing someone as a pedophile, foreign agent, mentally unstable is a direct tactic from the MAGA playbook. It's the same method used by to demonize Hillary Clinton, Joe Biden, by this dissenting voice within the GOP. It's the same dehumanizing tactic used by authoritarian regimes before mass purges begin. So before there's mass purges, this is how they act. This is Hitler 1933. This is why you have to really worry about fucking Trump, because he is saying and acting like Hitler did in 1933. The purges hadn't started yet, but they're coming, right? In the real world, this is exactly how they frame DEI as leaders as divisive, anti-white, leading to mass firings. This is how they're framing immigrants and protesters as criminals to justify crackdowns. If you can turn someone into a villain, you can justify any action against them. That's the real goal here. Turn us into villains, whilst these two guys are the true villains. The reality check. What's really happening? While these people rage and post nonsense, these are the tweakers, they're tweaking, right? They're tweakers, tweaking all this, right? Trump is dismantled USA, cutting 80% humanitarian programs. These programs were important because it kept China. Now, who's going to fill the void? China. So we've given these groups, because China wasn't in these places where we had U.S. aid, and now they're going to come in and fill the void. Their Hearts and Road program is their U.S. aid. Their U.S. aid is Hearts and Roads. Hearts and Roads is their U.S. aid, right? They're going to gladly spend the money for that natural resources, right? All right. Inspector General has been fired, removing oversight and corruption. Right? Supreme Court granted him excessive immunity, making him effectively untouchable. Yet these people are too distracted by manufactured outrage to see what's happening. You guys are too distracted. They're too busy attacking DEI to realize their own economic scrutiny is being destroyed. They're too focused on owning the libs and recognize that their own retirement funds are at risk. They're too invested in defending Trump's honor to acknowledge that he is dismantling their democracy in real time. This is USA Brexit. Just as Brexit was an exit from EU, America's exit from democracy. And just like Brexit, many of his supporters won't realize what they've done until it's too late. All right. I want to put on some music. I gotta take my bath. I'm not gonna take you with me, guys.